Hi guys, Kane Harrison here. Welcome to the Nashville Real Estate Show. We're of course back in the Lippman Group at Sotheby's International Realty, and we are so happy today to be joined by Annette Winters. Thanks,
Hi.
Annette, for being here. And of course, Gloria Exum.
Good morning.
Good morning. Back here for Monday morning, back to talk about Nashville and the surrounding areas. And we're just going to get straight into it. Annette's going to walk us through it, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Annette and what brought her back to Nashville, as she is a Nashville native. So let's kick it off with this wonderful home, which is 7488 Whites Creek Pike in Jolton, Tennessee. It's a fantastic property.
It is a lovely property. I actually grew up in this neighborhood, so I know a lot about it. It's a big home, a little bit of an L shape, circular driveway. Off to the right there, that addition is actually a den that could be great for a teen suite, in-law quarters, because it also has a full bath. Mm-hmm. All one level living, that's very difficult to find. Mature trees.
I think this is on 3 acres. Is
It
that right?
is. It's on 3 acres. It was a custom-built house. That's coming in the front door, looking at the sunken living room, stone from floor to ceiling, beamed ceilings. The fireplace is gas. Looking into the large living room area. Again, she has lovely, lovely large pieces of furniture, so it's a great wall space placement.
And Annette, the vaulted ceilings really opens that up.
It does as well. I've called this a rec room. It has 16 windows and 3 skylights.
I gotta tell you, this is one of my favorite. When I saw it, I guess all the boys raced
The
to this
pool
room
table,
and
yeah.
raced to the pool table.
Yeah.
But
And it also, she has hickory and oak floors here. She really did a wonderful job with this. And that door walks out into the covered patio and pool area, completely redone kitchen. Cherry cabinets, granite, tile, a window above your sink, gas cooktop, drop-in, double wall ovens. This is a breakfast bar area and also a beverage center, again with the cherry and granite. Wine cooler, mini fridge. This is the third bath. It's a full bath, and it's adjacent to the den, again, which could be used as a separate in-law suite. Large den, paneled, gas fireplace, brick. There's that separate entrance.
and I know we're going to talk about this later, actually, with people doing updates to the homes. But gee, they've done a fantastic job with this home. It looks like they've just updated the necessary things rather than going overboard.
I think she did. I think she did a really good job. But again, since it was a custom-built home, not by this seller, but it was done well originally, and she's done the updates to suit her taste. And much of it, as you see, was done in the kitchen. This is the master bath, double vanity. She's really not changed a lot of this. Tub and shower combo, the entryway again, tile flooring. This hallway leads down to all 4 bedrooms. This is the bath that would serve all 4 bedrooms. Of course, the master has his own bath. Hallway bath here. Again, windows. It's got lots of light.
So Annette, there's 4 full bedrooms?
They're correct. This is actually one of the bedrooms. She uses it as an office. This is what she uses as her guest bedroom.
You're right about that natural light. It's
A lot of natural light. A covered patio off the pool. The pool is absolutely wonderful. She has an in-ground pool, of course, and new equipment to the pool, rock garden, a 2-car carport just off to the left there. Mature trees. Again, it's 3 acres, fenced for horses. Off to the left there would be a 2-stable barn, an outbuilding for equipment, going all the way back to the property line. Now we're at the back of the property line, looking toward the back of the home. Again, the stable to the right, outbuilding to the left. That is a detached garage that also has a workshop, and then a beautiful indoor pool.
Wow, I mean, this is an amazing horse property also.
It is. It is, if you're a horse person. My seller is not a horse person, but it's certainly set up to serve that purpose.
Well, it's just such a manageable piece of land, being 3 acres, with the privacy and having the pool and things like that. So if you're not necessarily into the animals or the horses, just to be able to have your own space.
Wonderful privacy. It'd be a wonderful place for children as well to have their outdoor space.
Now, Annette, this is in Jolton, which is 14 miles, I believe, from Nashville.
It is.
I mean, it seems like they're a world away.
It's
kind of
like an unkept secret. I know
Right.
that is a cliche, but I can speak of this since I did grow up in that area and still own a lot of land there. It is 14 miles to downtown. but you don't have the hustle and bustle of inner-city traffic once
Right.
you get there, of course. Just a very good community. Metro Parks and Recreation have just built a park within walking distance of this with a rec center, walking trails, a very lovely park that Mayor Dean dedicated last year called Paradise Ridge Park. Fontenelle, the famed Fontenelle
Right.
compound is just miles away from this. The Rawlins Shadowbrook Retreat just miles away from this. Just a great place to raise your family.
For sure. Let's sometimes we don't talk about price, obviously, but
Sure.
we have to talk about the price of this
I
home because
agree.
it's just priced
I agree.
so incredibly well. I know when I first looked at this video, I was thinking 6, maybe mid-6 or something.
I know,
sixes,
and of course in certain pockets that and much more. But again, this has stayed a very community type feel to it, and everything there has been so well taken care of. The price is $419,900 for 4,300 square feet and 3 acres. That's kind of unheard of.
I think it is too. It's unbelievable. 14 miles from downtown Nashville, as we said. In-ground pool, cherry cabinets, stainless granite, 2-stall bar, fences for the horses. It's just absolutely incredible piece of property, as you can see from the video. Don't forget that we're going to have all the information and text for you guys to be able to click the links and, of course, get in contact with Annette about this beautiful property. But Annette, enough about the property. Let's talk about you. I mean,
my gosh.
I know it. We'll put you on the spot a little bit here, but we like to do it because we like to showcase all the wonderful agents that sit under the umbrella
sure.
here at Sotheby's International Realty. So you're a Nashville native.
I am. I grew up again in Jolton and went to college in Memphis, and but have been selling real estate for 31 years. I was in sports media publications before that with NBA and football and men's tennis.
Wow.
So I traveled a lot with that. And again, I got my license 31 years ago here in Nashville. I just moved back to Nashville actually about 9 months ago. I can't tell you how much the city has changed in the 8 years that I was in the D.C. area,
Yeah.
Southern Maryland area, right down on the Chesapeake Bay, gorgeous. So I've sold also in Memphis. So I've sold three big markets, and I've learned a lot. What's impressive to me is that how Nashville is still kept, again, that good hometown feel.
Right.
That Southern hospitality is real. I've learned that from living in Manhattan, D.C. Southern hospitality is real.
So, I mean, you've been outside the market, which I think is fantastic. It's such a wonderful thing for this group to have someone who has been experienced outside and come back. Talk about how you see the Nashville market. I mean, so you're away for 8 or 9 years,
Yes,
and then you've
8
been
years,
back
yeah.
for almost 12 months, we'll say. But so, tell us about the feel of the market compared to the other markets that you've worked in.
Well, I mean, the It City Nashville phrase that we hear so often, of course, it is true. But I think Nashville, and certainly hoping so, is going to do a good job of maintaining all of that growth. You have seen pockets of the country where that was not done so well, but I think what I'm hearing here is all going to be good. I jokingly say, and I think I just said it to Gloria, if you would have brought me down to Nashville, and opened me up in the Gulch with a blindfold on, I would say, "Where are we?" I mean, that all happened pretty much in the 8 years that I was gone.
Station in down there, and now it's all high rises.
But you'll never be able to take what's the most important thing about Nashville is the hospitality, the warmth, the friendliness. Just a wonderful place to raise your family as well.
Yeah, it is. Well, of course, we'll have all the information for you to contact Annette about this wonderful property and everything else that she can bring to the table for you guys. But we're going to talk about, speaking about growth and the Nashville market and everyone getting nice and excited, Gloria, you're going to touch on, people preparing their homes. When do they come and see you when they're thinking about it? We're going to lead down the path of perhaps even over-capitalizing, thinking that you're needing to do things to your property when you really perhaps don't, or perhaps you're doing the wrong kinds of things and you should be focused on other things. Lead us off on that topic, Gloria.
Absolutely, Kane. As we were speaking earlier, it has never been more important for sellers to go ahead and consult with us as professional realtors to advise them and guide them through this preparation period. And for those sellers that are thinking about putting their house on the market, even if it's a month or 3 months down the road, go ahead and let us come out now. Because what we want to do is we want to provide an amazing service to you in walking you through where you want to spend your money prior to putting your home on the market. So many sellers think that they need to completely repaint, or they need to put in new carpet, or maybe they're going to redo the kitchen countertops. I mean, these are pretty major expenses that we may advise them not to do. We're in a market where people are buying homes as is, And a lot of properties, they're wanting to go in and put their own decor and style with. And so it may be a situation where we can save that seller a lot of money, a lot of time, and give that buyer the opportunity to go in and not have to redo.
Yeah, I think it's a really important point. I mean, we were talking about it off camera that just think, I mean, a lot of people, they'll straight away go to the kitchens or they'll straight away go to the bathrooms, which are the most expensive places to go to. But you don't know what the sellers actually want. And I think that you guys can help walk the potential sellers of the property through those steps so that the buyers can perhaps do some of that stuff themselves.
Right, and keep in mind too is that a lot of those sellers that are thinking about spending that money and spending that time to make those improvements, we can possibly save them, again, that time, go ahead and get their home on the market and get them into another property where they can invest the money in their new property and help them make that transition maybe even a little quicker, or at least give them peace of mind that they don't have as much work to do as they thought they did.
Well, I know you brought up a fantastic point before about the fact that, you know, there's a lot of do-it-yourself ideas out there, and people are now, with the television shows, they're all trying to do it themselves. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to pass the inspections when it comes to
sometimes
it.
that could bite you because most of the inspections, the potential buyer is going to be asked, who did this work? Are they licensed people? So sometimes that your buddy coming over to help you doesn't really work out in the long run.
So true. Well, ladies, fantastic day again. I mean, this Monday just flies around, didn't we say, Gloria? I just can't believe it when we walked in here. It's nearly June. Don't forget, we do it every single Monday, and we've had a fantastic time talking to these wonderful ladies. Annette, thanks for joining us.
Sure.
Gloria, thanks again for joining us. Of course, Larry will be back next week. Larry's experienced a fantastic weekend down in Florida with Stephanie, who's a part of the marketing team here, who just got married. So we wish her the very best and a wonderful, happy future with her new hubby. And don't forget that we will see you guys next time on the Nashville Real Estate Show.